3 years, that's how long we all waited for Alice in Borderland Season 3, and when it finally dropped, I binged it straight away, but the real question is, was it worth the wait? Let's talk about it. So, Season 3 continues right where Season 2 left us from the trailer itself. We knew Usagi ends up trapped in Wonderland, and Arisa goes on this crazy journey to bring her back. Sounds exciting, right? At least on paper. But when you actually dive into the episodes, things don't quite hit the way they should. The first episode starts off slow. Now, slow pacing isn't always a bad thing, it can build suspense, but here, it feels like the story is dragging. You're waiting for that big spark and it just doesn't come. By episode 2, we finally get to the games. And this is where I thought, okay, now the fun begins, but nope, the first big set piece, Usagi's train game, just feels flat. It doesn't have the intensity, the danger, or the cleverness that made earlier seasons so gripping. Then comes the bingo game, and honestly, it left me scratching my head. The rules aren't explained. The characters are just floating in midair, and as a viewer, you feel disconnected instead of being pulled into the thrill. You're left confused and detached. The game had potential. For a moment, I thought, finally, here's something interesting, but before the tension could build, it was rushed through. No build-up, no payoff, just blink and you miss it. Another huge issue? The new characters, they're just there, no backstory, no depth, no reason to care. In a show like Alice in Borderland, characters are everything: their fears, their choices, their desperation. That's what pulls us in. But here, the newcomers feel like filler. And then there's the absence of Chishiya, easily one of the fan favorites from the earlier seasons. He's gone for almost the entire show, only popping up for a single moment at the end. That's a massive letdown, if I'm being honest. This season feels less like a passionate continuation of the story and more like a cash grab. The narrative doesn't dig deep, the games don't feel fresh, and the emotional weight just isn't there. And in the final moments, Netflix teases an American version just like they did with Squid Game, but instead of hyping me up, it made me roll my eyes. Season 1 was a masterpiece. Season 2 was intense and genuinely enjoyable. But Season 3? Below average at best. And that's heartbreaking, because Alice in Borderland has always been one of my favorite shows, even more than Squid Game. But hey, that's just how I felt. Now I want to hear from you. Did Season 3 live up to your expectations? Or were you left just as disappointed as me? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm really curious to see if I'm the only one feeling this way. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.